Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to That Time of the Week. I'm your host, Maddie fucking Smith. Let's get into our topics. It is the end of an era. And no, I am not talking about COVID. I am talking about Keeping Up with the Kardashians entering its last season, 20 seasons. My question is, who will we keep up with now? I'm feeling cold. I'm feeling shivery. This was our Seinfeld. The show about nothing. That's what this was. Pour one out for the number of times I have watch these women eat out of massive salad containers. I'm gonna miss that. And pour one out for every season that they came back with new bodies with no mention of plastic surgery ever. How did they do that? None of them have ever mentioned plastic surgery. And I watched the Kylie Jenner transformation and no one ever said, oh, she has a fat ass now. How did it happen? No one's ever seen them under the knife. No one's ever seen photos of their faces swollen. It's amazing. It's fascinating to me. It's very curated anthropology there. So I'm very sad. I do think that the Kardashians changed the world. Not for the better, but they definitely changed the world, and their impact will last forever because everyone has plastic surgery now. So. That is not to say that I will not get plastic surgery within 5 years. I will. Everyone's always like, would you get plastic surgery? Yes, without a doubt. Tits and nose. Easily change those two things. And on the line of two pieces of business news that can fall under the category of, obviously, alcohol sales skyrocketed in the last year, and rich people are paying for some stupid ass shit. As a non-rich person, I'm going to go ahead and say that I also bought dumb shit, but their shit, we're talking like 6-figure coffee tables, NFTs. If you don't know what an NFT is, neither do I. Okay? I just know that rich people are buying shit. I get it. I'm buying pasta off Amazon, you know? So I can relate. But let's get into our show today. We have two incredible motherfucking guests, all right? First of all, we have Amamah Sardar. Hello. Welcome to the pod. First time here.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to have you. I always say we, like there's like an establishment behind me. As you saw, I produce by myself. And sometimes Andrew comes in and says, the Zoom isn't on. And I say, great. We're 30 minutes in. So, and we have Stewart Fullerton.
Hey.
What the fuck is up, girlfriends?
You know, we're just...
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
As you said, alcohol sales have gone up. I was like, I want a drink.
That's
Dude.
partly, I think, due to me and maybe you.
I think both
alcohol
you guys
sales
probably cause it.
Definitely me.
I'm going to say one thing, and we can talk a little bit about the alcohol later. I barely drank this past year, but now that I got the vaccine, the weather's warming up, I am about to go full on alcoholic.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's so fun.
You can't stop me. I want to be on.
I don't
a boat.
want to.
You don't want to?
No. I said I don't want to stop you. I want to encourage
it and make it happen.
We're going on a bender this summer.
I'm about to have a bender. I want people to say Maddie is one wild motherfucker. And I want that person to be like a judge because I was drunk driving. You know, like that's how hard I want to go. But before we get into our topics, let's get into our first segment, and it's called Let's Sync Up. So we always like to start the pod with one question just to get us all on the same page, get our fallopian tubes flowing. And today's question, along the lines of Keeping Up with the Kardashians ending, if you guys could be on any reality TV show, what would it be? I have multiple. I always have multiple.
I have multiple too.
I actually panicked when I picked my first one. I said, I don't want to be that. Oh my God. Wait, but I also want to be on this other one. So it's okay.
So many.
It's okay if you have multiple. We can go through all of them. I'm going to give my first one, and it's going to be making the band. Easily. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I feel like I would thrive in that environment. I'm incredibly hardworking. And I can do it, you know?
What instrument? Well, what was it? It was P. Diddy's shit, right?
It was P. Diddy's show, and he brought Danity Kane was the only.
Danity Kane, and then they
in the car.
We drive slow. We doing things that the girls don't do. I actually know every word, so we don't even know where to start. This is for my ladies and the 280s Mercedes and the XC.
Oh bullshit.
You guys should both be on Making the Band. This is great.
Danity
I
Kane.
feel like they were like the only success story.
I think so,
out of that.
yeah.
They were the only, and then they
had one
even
song.
had like 2 Damage was really good.
Damage was
Oh,
yes.
I forgot about that song.
My heart is
yes,
damaged.
I
I
forgot
can't
about
sing,
that song.
but yes.
Yeah, I'll do it for us.
See, this is why you didn't pick Making the Band.
No, absolutely not. Fuck that. No.
That's
So-
a good one though. They like
I agree. I feel like I would pull up, and I feel like there's a lot of weaklings on that show who are like, I just can't like wake up. I will wake up, and I will put in the
Yeah.
work. And I feel like on a show like that, they love like improvement.
Yes.
Any sort of like America's Next Top. If you grow from week to week, they're like,
Yeah.
And I would be like the underdog, and over time I would be like the star.
Yep.
And I just know because I was on Wild 'N Out, we had to do the same type of thing. We had to dance with the cast and crew in front of producers, and they cut people every day. And
Yeah.
I made it happen.
wait,
Yeah.
you kind of have been on a reality show.
A little bit.
Is
little
Wild
bit.
on a reality?
It's unscripted,
It's
but not
unscripted.
reality.
It's not reality.
Okay.
Reality, I think, is more like reality. You know what I mean? If that makes sense for the viewers. So yeah, I think I could be, my only weakness on the show would be the dancing, but I would be someone who would be like, I would stay up all night and make it work.
But they would
Yeah.
hire like the best dance teacher, and they'd
Yes.
be like, Maddie, we're gonna keep you a little extra for rehearsals,
Yes,
and then
yes.
everyone would be like, Maddie, you worked so hard.
I think
And then
so too.
you wouldn't be cut because they would be like, wow, another week, another improvement.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yep.
think. And I also think if you like don't miss practice, you know, like the people who sleep through the practice, and they showed them in their bed
Yep.
with like the black and white filter on the camera, and they're like, like Sammy was sleeping through the whole practice. That wouldn't be me. I would be the one that would just like face forward, nose to the ground, work,
Yeah.
work, bitch.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah,
you would
that's
be
a good one.
great. That's a great one.
Thanks, I really appreciate that. The dancing would be the weakness, but I would pull through.
Yeah.
And probably like the body too, but because you have to be like hot.
That's a good. I didn't even think of that because also like maid would be a good one to go on, and then be like, make me into. I would just want to be a hot person.
Wait, what was made?
They take. You go to them. Well, I can let
Who's
you tell.
them?
They.
It's literally them.
It's literally them. I think it's MTV.
MTV. So remember MTV when there was like a couple of years when everything on MTV was like Sweet 16,
Yes,
Made. So Made. Why I didn't pick Made was because you only get to be on one episode. I want to be a series regular.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
You're right. You're so right.
So Made is a show where I say I have always wanted to be.
tell them anything.
Anything. I have always. It's kind of like skill oriented. Like there was one guy
I want to be a
who-
figure skater. I want to be a
skater.
skateboarder.
And a coach comes, and the whole it's like a high school oriented kind of.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
they,
whole
like, come to your high
comes,
school.
and you do like. There was one where it was a beatboxer. I'm gonna tell you this: the beatboxing coach in the show was my boyfriend's cousin at the time. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I did just beatbox for a second. I
Yeah.
regret it. I regret it. So I'm glad you guys didn't comment.
Steven Bowles.
I just wanted you guys to know that I regretted it as well, and I will never do it again.
We're gonna edit that out for sure. The beats were too hard. So yeah, so you say I want to be. I think they should bring that back because there's a lot of teens out there who want to be like.
But they want to be like I feel
They
like an
wanna be
old person.
influencers.
I'm like, like they want to be YouTubers. It's
They
not.
all want to be.
I
That
know.
could actually
Yeah.
be fun to watch though.
That's
Forcing
true.
someone to be like Emma Chamberlain or something like that,
Yeah.
and they can't actually do it because it's actually a lot of work, and we all shit on YouTubers. I feel like forcing someone on a show to try to be an influencer would actually be very eye opening.
That's true. They would have to buy a lot of
Like,
yep.
get up, you have to do a PR haul, you have to do a Shein haul.
You need to know
And
how
they're
to
like,
take a selfie properly.
know how to take a selfie, always
Yeah.
be on. I
Yep.
think it would be very humbling for a lot of people.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. That's yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
I was gonna pick Real World, and then I realized that that's not fun anymore because like I used to live with so many people, but
Yeah.
I want to be on The Bachelorette. But
Okay.
I want to have sex with everyone week one. So that's
Okay.
the amendment that I
Okay.
I cannot emphasize how much I support this
Okay.
because for a variety of reasons. My biggest qualm with the not having sex with people early on that show is then one of the bitches ends up being a virgin.
Yep.
Yeah,
And it's
or
the
someone
final
has like
four.
a
It's
always
micro
too late.
penis
It's
or
always too
something.
late.
Like I don't
Yes.
so I want to have sex with all 20 contestants. I don't know.
And
Give me
things
a
are-
week.
It's a lot. Sometimes it's like
Exactly.
30.
I feel as if
I
things,
support
I feel like if things are revealed as well, like when you have sex with someone, like if a guy's a little like like if he's a little shy or something, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
and then like
Dude,
if
yes.
he's like strong, and you're like, yeah, and then like if he chokes you too much, you're like, maybe
Exactly.
we should
I have to
work on
say,
this.
sex has been a make or break way too many times for
Yeah.
it to be the final four.
final four.
Yeah.
In this show.
And I only want like
Yeah.
15 high quality, rich men.
Yeah.
I really
High
did think I was
quality.
trying to combine every single reality show I ever love. And it's
Yes.
like being rich. I want athletes and I just want to have sex with everyone. So I think my version
That's
of The
perfect.
Bachelor. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
will say there's some guys on The Bachelor who I say, you're a small town fucking loser. Get him out of here. I want rich
Exactly.
guys.
Yeah. I know.
I don't want the project manager
They
at
never
fucking
send in rich
smoothie
guys.
place. They never send rich guys.
No, they're all hot and dumb, but
They're
like I
so hot
want
and
rich
dumb.
and dumb.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
And
feel
hot.
like you
Rich
could
and
be
dumb.
a good pick on Millionaire Matchmaker too. I think
oh
you would
my
have to be a millionaire for
God.
that. No,
No.
But also you
no.
could be matched. Yeah, you could be one of the girls
Yeah.
who the guys met. Yeah,
But I feel like they're all like kind of like old and they want like
Yeah, they're old.
like I don't know if
They're
I'm like the best person to be like, oh my God, yeah, baby.
I've thought about the sugar daddy thing a million times, and the
Yeah, you might
oldest
be
I'll
too
go
funny.
is Andrew is 35. That's the oldest I'll go. And what show would you do?
Okay, reality show. So I actually did read the question wrong, but I will answer.
Oh.
So I thought we were supposed to make up our own reality show, and as you, guys
can do
know,
that though. You can do that.
well, as you guys know, I think about making up reality shows almost every day.
Yeah.
So the first one that I've talked about on the show before but I'll tell you, is Cancel Camp, which is
Oh yes.
this needs to like get big now. Like I'm like,
Oh.
should I be called? Like, is Bravo gonna pick this
While
up?
the names are fresh,
While
we
the
need
names
to
are
make
fresh.
this happen.
So Cancel Camp, you know how like cancel culture is happening, but like nothing really happens.
Nothing
like the people
happens.
just tweet out an
Yeah.
apology and then
They
we kind of
disappear for 6
and then
weeks
they
and then they come back.
and then they come back. I think we get all those people in a house and they have to go through Cancel Camp. And I'm talking Stassi from Vanderpump Rules. I'm talking Kristen Doty.
Oh,
I'm talking
my
Rachel
God.
Kirkconnell from The Bachelor.
Chris
I'm talking
Harrison.
Chris Harrison. I'm also talking Kelly from, I forget her, Kelly Dodd from The Real Housewives of Orange
Kelly
County.
Dodd. Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. We can get anyone in there. And then they have to go through like intensive training,
Wait,
like
this is
meditation, like
brilliant.
learning about other cultures.
Right.
Like they have to like learn. Yeah. And
This is so good. Papa
Yeah.
John's can be in there.
Papa John.
That's a good one.
Oh, Papa John. Yeah,
He
we
gets
need.
big.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
can fight with each other. Like, I'm not as racist
Yes.
as you, bitch. And then
And you could have
Yeah.
multiple seasons because it keeps happening.
Oh,
it keeps
it's never
happening.
gonna stop.
In the
Cancel Camp.
last 1
Yeah.
year, we have 3 seasons already.
I know.
In the books.
I can't even. I don't even have a problem casting at this point. It's who I can't cast. I'm like,
I know. I'm like, is anyone clean? from
yeah,
the Cancel
exactly.
House?
I'm like Shane Gillis. You're not famous enough. Like we got Louis C.K. in the Cancel
It's
Camp.
true.
Like, come on.
So would you be on the show? Have you been canceled before? I don't think
I
you have.
probably would not be eligible because I would think that probably people of color should teach the white people and not me.
I like that
Right.
you're trying already not to get canceled. I
know.
By being like, well, I
Right.
believe.
I know,
Right.
I believe. I would love to have an appearance, of course, but maybe
Right.
I'll just take a back seat in producing. So that's my one show.
You can always consult. You can be in the background.
always
Do some of the
consult.
writing.
Exactly. And then my second one, okay, if I had to be on one, maybe I'll choose like Summer House.
If I realistically, I was actually thinking Summer House. Something.
What is Summer House?
Oh, speaking of, all of us are going to the Hamptons this weekend, and you don't even know what the number one show based out of the Hampton is.
Oh my God, this is going to be all day today. And I go,
Yes.
I'm so excited.
You have to go watch.
Yeah, obviously.
You can
I
start
have
with
to
this.
prep.
You can start any season.
You
It
could
literally doesn't
start
matter.
you could watch them in reverse, and it will not matter. It's just based. It's a house where people go to hang out in the summer. It's
Yeah, it's a Bravo show.
What would you compare it to?
So it's pretty much a Bravo show that the plot is that the people are working during the week,
It's-
but then on the weekends they go nuts.
Yeah.
So they're like young professionals.
It's like
so they're
real world, but in the Hamptons.
Jersey
Exactly.
Shore.
Jersey Shore. Okay,
but in the
yes.
Hamptons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So they're like, it's not that they're smart at all, but they're like working people, and then they like go into the Hamptons and just
Yeah.
get like.
So it's a little bit more
nuts.
relatable
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
good. It's pretty good.
I was also thinking something like Summer House, where I could be like chill in the house, but I have thought this many times. I think I would be bad in reality TV.
the emotional drama
I'm
is a
not
lot.
spicy enough. I remove myself immediately when
I
I,
know.
hear someone raise their voice.
Also, I don't like to
Yeah.
stir up conflict. I like everyone to get drunk and just chill. But I
Yes.
love to watch conflict.
Me too.
So I would love like a part where I'm just like, there's like a group of us that we're like, oh my God, did you see what's happening? And
Yes.
I just don't want to be involved though. That's
But
like
then you can be the bone carrier where you're like, Amamah said this about you,
my God,
Maddie.
yes.
And then you're really mad at her. You're not really mad at me for bringing like, it's like, I just spoke the truth. You said it on camera.
That is true. I was also thinking if I was in Reality House, I would be the GIF maker.
Reality House.
Any sort of reality show, I would be like the GIF, you know, like with the reaction GIFs, memes and stuff.
Yeah.
I would be the girl who's like, like in the corner, like creating new like reaction memes, like
oh hell yeah,
your face when the Taco Bell doesn't have Baja Blast. You know, like,
you were already thinking about what the social media people are going to do.
Yeah, you're like forever implanted in social media forever. Yeah, that's such a smart idea.
Like the one with the cat yelling at the woman at the salad.
Yes, that's
Real
Beverly
Housewives,
Hills.
right?
Yes, something like that. I would be like the straight man reactor. You know, like McKenna on last season of The Bachelor tried to be that. If you guys remember, she was always like. And
then people share it like my mood.
Shut the fuck up.
And you make iconic faces.
She knew what she was doing. But I would like to be a low-key version of that. Like,
yeah. The reason I say Summer House is really, so Cancel Camp is great. But then I kind of last minute picked Summer House. But that's because like you know how obsessed I am with like the housewives and stuff. But like I can't do that high level of drama. Like that's a lot of work. With housewives, you have to remember what you say and like
that's true.
Fight. You have to really be smart at fighting. And I feel like Summer House is more you can be like, I was drunk, I apologize. It's a little more low stakes drama.
The housewives, they're like, you said this about my husband. And they're like, I didn't. If we pull up the tapes, I did not say that. And they're like,
and
word
they're right.
for word. Yeah.
You have to really remember with housewives. And then also it's like you have to, like your identity has to be so solid as a housewife, and my identity is all over the place. One week I like this thing, one week I, like.
But what if you do like a housewives based on you being a sugar baby, and that like
sugar wife,
yes, the real housewives of sugar. I don't. Yeah, one of those things. That's true.
A lot of them have old fucking husbands.
Yeah, but like wheelchair level old. Like you were like
Anna Nicole.
Like you guys are like you can't fight too much because your husbands are all in wheelchairs, so you can't hurt them.
They should actually make that.
Sweet.
They should actually make a real sugar babies show.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I would love to audition, but I think I'd be the worst because I'd be like, I don't want to do any of this. I don't want to wear makeup. I don't want to.
I know.
That's the big thing with the reality. I really feel like I don't. I'm the same way as Stewart. I don't really have a clear identity, and I struggle with this every single day when I go on social media and I say I'm not anything. You know. I feel like it's been very intriguing the last year to see like what pops off in terms of like identity. And when on social media, if you can say about yourself, I'm the girl who blah blah blah, you're set.
I know.
But I don't know.
I know. I'm so all over the place. Like, for example, like most of the time I'm like, I hate sports. And then I'm like coming in today talking about basketball. And then it's like,
who are you? And
exactly.
now I have trust issues. I'm looking at you and saying, you don't like basketball. You just told me you did shrooms. I didn't know you did shrooms, you know?
Exactly.
So I can't trust you.
Exactly.
But you know who I can trust? Sarah Cooper.
I swear to
I mean that in the nicest way.
She's got identity. She really does.
Anyway, I have one more reality show, and if you guys have others, you can throw them in.
Okay.
I always wanted to be on something like The Hills.
Yes.
I want to be this fashion job. What is this job? Why does she always work for this woman?
Interning
this haggard woman.
Record label.
Audrina's and record label. These girls have these jobs that were like unheard of.
But it was great though because they were like, I'm working really hard.
I know.
And
I know.
I just like, I don't know, like Lauren doesn't. And just, it was so fun. There was also this one dude in a band. Do you remember who that?
Of course.
Audrina's guy?
Justin Bobby.
Oh no, Justin Bobby.
Justin Bobby. He had like an actual band. They had like that song "Pumped Up Kicks." Is that
Foster the People?
Yes, yeah. He was on The Hills. One of them was on The Hills.
I really didn't
Justin
watch.
Bobby is not in the Foster the People.
No,
that would be crazy. We would know that. But someone else, I think.
Someone else probably.
Yes.
Wow.
Or no, it was Laguna Beach. Maybe that's what it was.
Okay.
Because The Hills was that spinoff. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Laguna Beach led into The Hills.
Yep,
Laguna Beach was
exactly.
fun, but I was like, I don't want to be in this in high school. That's like
true.
That,
That's
looking
in
back,
high
that's
school,
pretty
it's
weird.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
How did
they
the
all
parents
looked hella old though? That was
What was that? Like
They,
I think it was the style because Lauren Conrad has those mom highlights.
Yeah.
That did not age well. All the headbands and cardigans and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Kristen Cavallari, that drama. Oh my God.
The Kristen stuff was crazy. She was also kind of a bitch.
Yeah, she's
I still follow her to this day. I mean, I don't follow her, but there's so much drama happening with her in the Southern Charm cast. I don't know if you know about that.
yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Right.
I also love Southern Charm. I would be on that show.
Okay, I have actually never watched Southern Charm.
seen a few episodes. I think that'd be a fun show
I think
for
it'd
you.
be really fun. Yeah.
Okay, one more other one that I wouldn't mind is a workplace based one, a la Below Deck.
Yes.
Where you're working.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
and they're just watching you work. And
I like
I
that.
would be like the one who's like always making fun of people and working hard.
I want to
Yes.
be the
Yeah.
chef in that show because
Okay,
they
cool.
I just want to make some food, just get really fucked up and
Yes.
drunk. Yeah, that's a great show.
I actually,
yeah.
Below Deck is a great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Or like Vanderpump Rules where they're like working.
Yes.
Working, but then like not.
Something like that where it's like not zoo animals. Like Jersey
Yeah.
Shore is very like, let's see what they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see what if Ronnie cheats on Sammy again. And
Oh
it's
my
very
God,
like
I love that.
Below Deck is a little
so
higher
good.
of an art.
I agree.
Yeah. Vanderpump Rules actually is close to Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they cheat on each other.
Yeah.
I did
But
go to that restaurant when I went to LA, and I was like really excited. And everyone was like, "Why the fuck do you care? No one works there."
I care.
I was like thrilled.
And Stuart and I dealt with this. I hate when people shame your excitement for something like
Right?
that.
Oh,
We have a story. We went to a party in Staten Island, and happenstance, Pete Davidson was dating Ariana Grande at the time.
and she was there.
That's so
And-
cool.
And we're not even trying to drop names.
We're not
right
even
here,
trying to drop
but
names.
there
She did
were-
not look our direction,
There were
but-
people there who were like, "Why are you freaking out? It's just a
They're
person."
like, "Why
I
do
said,
you
"Bitch,
care?"
that's the most famous person in
Yes.
the motherfucking world.
Why
and
don't
she's
you
beautiful
care?
and she's a fairy." Like,
yes. Also, her
Yeah.
music has gotten me through some things, so I would
Some
love to
people,
be. Yes.
people do
Yes.
this shit to me all the time. It doesn't matter if obviously I'm not obsessed with Ariana. Like I'm not going to freak
Yeah.
out or anything, but it's like I'm still seeing someone in the flesh that I've only seen through millions of
Yeah.
screens.
Millions.
It's like I
Yes.
still get starstruck a little bit,
Yeah.
even if it's someone I don't even like. Like you, even
Famous
if it's
people
a
get starstruck.
basketball player or
how
something.
can you
Like
stand there and be like, "What's the big deal? What's the
Exactly.
big deal?" She has 300 fucking million followers on Instagram.
you can write 3435. That's a great song.
Yeah, yeah, and the remix on top of that.
And the remix.
Fuck the fuck off.
No, I don't like people like that. Also, it's like, dude, celebrities get starstruck all the fucking time. Like,
Yeah.
you think you're better
Yeah,
than that? Like,
exactly.
absolutely not. I
I
will
agree.
be super excited over little shit. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Watch Mila Kunis meet Meryl Streep and see what happens.
I 100% agree. Well, that actually brings us to our next segment. We're talking about celebs today. Let's move on to celeb status. Okay, so this is actually a new segment. I don't know if it's going to work out, but I took some celebrity news.
Okay.
And I wrote it as if I'm the celebrity writing like an Instagram or a Facebook post. Okay. And you guys have to guess which celebrity I am.
Oh my God,
okay.
You might know the news, you might not. Hopefully it's comedic enough. Let's do number
I love
one.
this idea, by the way.
Okay, cool. I think you'll probably know all of them, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, this is an Instagram post. All right.
Okay.
Huge announcement for my gays and girls. I'm teaming up with girl boss Chrissy Teigen to launch my plant-based home cleaning line safely. Use code overpriced garbage for 10% off.
Who is teaming up with Chrissy Teigen?
Oh
okay,
my
they were.
God.
Oh, okay.
Is it
I
one
know
of the guys
this.
from
I know
Queer Eye?
this.
Not one of the guys from Queer Eye.
Okay.
I know this. I watched them posting with each other.
Yep.
I literally watched this video. Oh, but I hate.
And the video is so bad.
I watched this video. Oh, Martha Stewart. No.
No, but like the LA Martha Stewart. Think a little bit more matronly.
Okay, matronly. Okay.
I'm like just
okay.
looking at you. I'm like, you got this.
Oh, I got this. I got this. Okay, I'm sweating. Okay, matronly. It is an Oprah.
No. I'll give you one more, and then I'll
One
let
more
you know
guess.
who's teaming up with Chrissy Teigen
Can-
for a plant-based home cleaning line
Can
called
Stewart have
Safely.
another clue? Because I'm out. Because
Yeah, I want one more clue.
Brown hair.
What? How do I not know this?
The answer is Kris Jenner.
I watched this freaking video.
That makes so much sense because they're friends. They're they
like love each other.
Those fucking tan bitches over there with the plastic surgery.
I watched
they all
She
know.
slaps her in the video.
She slaps her in the. I did not understand that. First of all, so there's a video for those who haven't seen. Kris Jenner is releasing a plant-based cleaning product line with Chrissy Teigen, aka We Want More Money, and
I'm so embarrassed I didn't get
there was a promo. It was only recent. It was announced like today, I think. And
no, but I watched the video of her slapping. I should have known.
No, it's now
Are
we
you
know.
like a big fan of the Kardashians? Because then I feel like you should have known. It's okay.
I'm not. I'm
Okay.
gonna
She's
watch this
brought
last
into
season.
more since yeah. So the video promoting it was like Chrissy Teigen leaning into her dumbassness, and then she wonders why we call her stupid on Twitter.
I know.
Like they created her a character that was like, I have an idea. It's a cone around your head that collects crumbs, and Kris Jenner is the straight man who's like, that's made for dogs, Chrissy, and Chrissy's like, and then she wonders why we all are like, you're dumb. You're
It's like clearly the person that wrote this was like, okay, so you'll be dumb.
Yes, and
Chrissy Teigen has like created her own reality show on
I know.
Twitter.
She really has.
It's crazy.
It's bad.
We could talk about it all day. I don't want to even. We can't even go down that road.
I agree.
I've had to mute her name, everything.
I think I've muted her too because she never pops up for me.
Yeah.
And then the only way I know she's in a scandal if I see a tweet about her
or trending. That's
Or
like
trending.
But it's every day. It's every day that she's
Shut up.
digging holes. It's every day.
I'm so sick of her. I'm sick of her social media shit.
Yeah.
Shut up with your lowercase captions as if you're one of us. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. So they have a plant-based cleaning line coming out called Safely. I'm like, Jessica Alba did it. Leave it alone. You guys have so much money.
Alone.
Who's gonna buy this?
No, I think people should boycott it.
I don't love it
I agree.
I don't love it when the Kardashians really truly show us that they're just spinning and spinning out brands. Like
Yes.
Kris Jenner came out with like a skincare brand, and it's like, who on this earth really believes that Kris Jenner uses the product that she made cheaply? Like, I don't believe
agree.
that.
I hate
she uses
that.
La Mer. Like,
I hate that. And I think you and I talked about this is when these fucking celebrities come out with skincare lines, it's like you did not research what's the best skin product for your following.
I know.
And now these people are about to buy chemicals for their skin.
J-Lo
when they should just be
said
using
olive
Cetaphil.
oil was the reason her skin looked amazing.
No,
It's
it's
like,
not.
She does plastics. Come
You
on.
have Botox daily,
Yeah,
bitch.
there's
Daily.
no way.
Do not even.
No.
Do not even.
Don't get me started. Okay, I want to hear the next
I'm
one.
done with Safely. Okay, so the next one says, so the next one is a notes app. Note. Okay, so it says, hi, I would like to address some rumors that you may have heard about me. All of these women are lying, even the ones with screenshots and other forms of incredibly usable evidence. Do I look like the kind of person to hurt a woman?
I know.
I do. I do. Shit. Who is it?
Do you know?
I was gonna say, is it Chris? No.
I actually, it's
oh
not.
my God,
it's,
no.
That's a good one, but it's
But-
actually Thomas Middleditch.
Not Thomas
no.
Middleditch.
What?
No.
I have a story about him.
Oh, it's
No.
another comedian that rapes women.
So it's not Thomas
just go
Middleditch.
down the
However,
line.
if you guys watch Silicon Valley, you know that one of the cast members is under fire this week for being rude to people at a goth strip bar or something.
I've also just heard he's a.
I've heard a lot.
I've heard a lot of things, yeah.
Swinger, etc.
Heard a
These
lot.
fucking ugly dudes.
Yep.
It's always the skinny ones.
Don't give ugly men money.
Yeah.
100%.
Or power.
It's a little bit too late, but
It's way too late. Those are the ones that really want it the most.
I know. So the line that said the women are lying, even the ones with screenshots. Think about screenshots and usable evidence. Someone recently,
Like in the past week.
it's been like a couple months kind of ongoing thing, but within the past,
What's his name?
Army Hammer.
Hammer.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Okay.
So we're talking Army Hammer. So
Oh my
he's
God.
been in the news for a couple months now. First of all, the cannibal thing
Yes.
came
Yeah.
out. That was the first thing. And then last week, a woman said
He raped her for hours.
most violently sexually assaulted her for like hours. And she said she thought she was going to die.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Not really the most lighthearted topic to bring to the pod. I just realized that.
No,
there's
I
really
did-
no way to banter about that.
Well, I was
but,
gonna say, I heard he's like an actual serial killer.
that's what the rumors were
That's a
saying.
rumor. There were bones found by the constructions. The bones.
People were talking bones, and now I think with this one coming out, that's like
He's definitely gonna have like an HBO like documentary like years from now. That's like he was like involved in like the murder of like several women.
my question is, why does the documentary always come years later? Woody Allen is
I need it now.
3 years from death.
I
Why
know.
couldn't we do the documentary and
I know.
and Armie Hammer will be a couple years from death when
Yep.
they're like, and here's what Armie did. Bitch,
Yep.
bring it out now.
Yeah. I
I
wanna
want to
see it
document
now.
it now.
I
Yeah.
know.
Woody Allen's in a fucking wheelchair. But I guess we already all knew this information, but the people who didn't know are now knowing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, it's like I want them to be punished like
Yeah.
right now.
No.
And he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be in a movie in like 2 years,
He's so
unless
I know.
those bones.
Unless the
It's-
bones.
Unless the bones.
I will say his case resides on the bones.
Yeah.
I obviously do not wish for women to have died.
No.
But
no.
I do. That would be the craziest thing to ever. That would be crazier than OJ. If Armie Hammer was a serial
I like
killer.
that. Your excitement is also my excitement. When
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not bordering. Like I want everyone to be safe
Yeah.
and good.
I really
but
want everyone to be
also-
happy, but-
exactly. But I also we haven't had drama like that.
It would be a media circus.
It really would.
and then I would be at the front row of.
All eyes on
Popping
me in the center of a ring, just like a circus.
Circus.
I will say this is the craziest celebrity gossip I've ever heard. Anytime I hear cheating, I'm bored. I don't give
Bored.
a
No.
fuck about anyone. But you talk about bones. You talk about what this
Bones.
guy. We talk about bones
How many
on
times
CBS.
like has someone actually talked about Bones though? Like he is
Right.
like,
I know.
like no one his status has been
Has been
accused of something
this
like this.
bad.
I hate that I'm so excited about this.
I know,
because
me
it's
too.
so evil and
It's
shit.
not
But I'm
easy.
like, oh man, like it is.
It's
yeah.
next.
I'm not saying I'll be
level.
happy. I'm just saying it's going to be interesting.
It will be
I
valid.
just,
It
I
will
just
be
want it to never
validating.
work again. So I think that's where my like
Right.
Yeah,
I do think this is
Exactly.
might be very bad enough for him to never work again, but I will say he's incredibly rich.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, outside of the acting.
yes,
Yeah.
and with the woman, I don't think she's publicly. I have to read into it more, but I think this might look pretty bad for him.
Yeah.
and they're doing an investigation, and I believe she has screenshots and text, and her representative is Gloria Allred, and if you guys know, she's like the most famous female lawyer,
Yeah.
and she like blah blah blah, me too, blah blah blah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, his publicist, I think, dropped him. So I
Yeah.
think that's a huge sign because they
Yeah.
never.
That's
They've
huge.
never.
When something happens and a scandal happens, publicists love it.
Yep.
They're like,
Yeah.
I will twist this around.
Yep.
Do not you worry. But you cannot twist around bones.
No.
Wait, that publicist, someone tweeted, like, if you think you have a hard day, like this one woman is the
Oh, yeah.
publicist
Yeah.
of, she's also the publicist, speaking of bones, of Azalea Banks.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Two people. Yeah.
Never.
And
oh, wow,
someone
that's
else
a bad
crazy.
agency to. Maybe it's not, but
I know.
They
right?
might be great if they've kept it, if they kept it down
Right,
for this
yeah.
far, for this long.
I would like to say something. Anytime I'm like, oh, I'm not, my agent, my team thinks I'm not like gonna go far. I'm like, well, at least I'm not under the ringer. I'm not under the radar for bones,
Bones.
or even a tweet scandal. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? I got a clean slate. I'm boring, but I got a clean slate. That's all I'm gonna
Slate.
say.
No bones here.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I think that's like a really good title for the documentary too. Just Bones. Just,
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
Bones.
You should
I think so,
narrate it.
too.
Just say Bones.
Oh
so
my
that would be really great.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take a voiceover class for it. How does that sound? Okay, I got one more.
Okay.
This is gonna be super obvious. I think these were too easy, but it's okay. Okay. This is a Facebook status. Okay.
Okay.
Popping on here to say my fiance, ex-fiance, whatever, and I are not over. Stop spreading rumors and mind your business. Marriage is a huge commitment that should not be taken lightly. His words, not mine.
J-Lo.
And A-Rod.
A-Rod.
Too easy. We all saw it coming. He is a
Yes.
serial cheater.
And she is a serial dater. Slash,
Dater.
yeah.
Yeah, she always, yeah.
Yeah.
I read a rumor that they had someone come to give them the vaccine within like a week of the vaccine coming out at their estate in LA.
Oh, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of rich people who are paying.
I would do that.
Absolutely.
Easily.
I would be like, give me 2 doses today.
Yes.
And they're like, ma'am, we can't. I'm like, now.
now put it in my fucking butt, you know.
Put one here, one there.
And I also think they got the vaccine and they said, okay, we're done, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were probably staying together for the core. like a lot of us are. No.
Yeah.
But I think like it's probably gonna be over. I think the cutting off the engagement thing, they always do that. They say the engagement and then like a month later it's fully over.
It's fully off. And he embarrassed her. I know exactly what happened. He really embarrassed her.
Wait, how?
It's a whole thing, but he did have relations with a girl in Southern Charm, and no one thinks that they like. I don't think they actually banged, but even the fact that the rumor was out there, it's like, why are we talking about Southern Charm when J-Lo is involved? Like, that's embarrassing. And he was following like young fitness blondes on Instagram, like random girls.
He loves like bodybuilding blondes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He explains like her blonde hair recently too, because she was
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Wow.
Isn't that weird? Like, he really has a type of like white
then just
fitness
go
blondes.
for that type.
Yeah.
But it's like, then how's J-Lo supposed to feel? It's like, she's literally the hottest woman in the world, and you're still liking photos of...
It's like when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
Exactly.
It's like, there's no...
Throughout the history of time, men have been cheating on Cleopatra. Men have been cheating on Mary, the Virgin Mary. I was watching the Audrey Hepburn documentary, and her husband cheated on her like 200 times in Italy, and she was...
Was he famous? Because I have a theory that like if you're with a famous dude, they'll do
Game
it 'cause-
over.
Yeah,
He was not famous. He was Italian, so it's similar.
Oh, that's true.
I also think that men don't like women in power, really.
No.
I'm not even trying to be like rude. I actually don't think they're attracted to that.
Yeah.
So like, they want a woman that's like not even as like, men cheat down.
Under,
you know what I mean?
under 10K on Instagram.
Okay, that's me.
No, like under like
famous people. I was like, well, I'm going to pivot. If
you were a fitness blonde, Mama, it would be over. It would be over for you.
I agree.
This is going to be my goal. It's just to be a fitness blonde. Whole new personality.
Whole personality, new hair color.
Yeah, new voice, all of it.
I'll do it with you.
I 100% agree. I really feel like they get discomforted with Bill Clinton.
Oh,
Bill Clinton, you have Hillary, like
Bill Clinton,
Monica?
who I think is probably gay, but
yes, true. But I think Bill Clinton would also just fuck anyone. Like
me too.
If he could fuck like the Queen of England, like he would absolutely go for it.
Bill
So I don't even know if it's like
Clinton
a
is
power.
not gay, Maddie. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there.
She's gay.
Hillary Clinton.
She's gay.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Clinton plays a saxophone. He is not gay. Trust me on this one.
I did date a guy who played the saxophone though, and it was the worst.
Oh, you dated a saxophone player?
He like busted it out one time.
like,
And I was like, oh my god, you think this is attractive? But I had such low self-esteem, so it was fine.
You were like,
Yeah,
okay.
I was like 23.
The number of musical instruments I have tolerated because of my low self-esteem. We're talking
So
the
sad.
bongos, the triangle, saxophones, trumpets, trombone,
Tambourine.
Tambourine.
That was a weird one.
Singing, the vocals. No, we're done here. And do not even start with the acoustic guitar.
But if you are a famous person in a band who wants to go on, like, cheat on their significant other, and
we're open.
We're open.
It's weird. Like I hate.
I have
like
no stakes in
I would
anything.
no stakes. I would
won't
have
tell
sex
anyone.
with John Mayer, but if you have a guitar in your room, I will leave immediately.
Yeah,
that's where my music standards are.
Yeah.
And they put that guitar out before you got there.
I think at this point I'm also like 31, so it's like I'm at no way, like no fucking. If you play the guitar, like I'm dating guys in their mid 30s, I'm concerned. Like,
No.
are you still in a fucking band? Because we have to
What's the
talk.
deal?
I could be a comedian, but you can't be.
You can't be in a band. No.
I have more faith in myself than you and your band.
Yeah.
As
I
I'm
agree.
dating someone in a band. Sleeping with, so it's not really dating.
He's gonna hear this and
he's
say
in Foster
dating.
the People. He was on
Full circles with my new reality show. Would be.
I see what's going on here. Well, those are our 3 celeb statuses. There was some other celebrity news this week, but I couldn't bring it into a status without because like Kylie Jenner.
Yes.
Wait.
I was gonna do that, but she made her own status. She's asking people to donate to her makeup artist's GoFundMe for surgery. Literally
$60,000.
Fuck the motherfucking fuck off.
Yeah, she bought her daughter like a bag for $150,000, like something insane.
I think she paid him a lot of money, but like, just don't make the post.
Yeah.
You can also quietly ask people to donate.
Yeah. Or do the Lady Gaga thing. I think she like paid for her dog walkers. Oh. Or did she know? I don't know.
No. I'm saying I wish I was that fucking dog walker. And no, I wasn't. I don't, because I would have ran and left the dogs.
Right.
He like literally covered the dogs with his body.
But I think she paid for all of his shit.
Wow.
He might have generational wealth for life because of that.
Cool. Yeah.
Dude.
He might. I don't know. I haven't looked at the
saved
contract.
the dogs.
But I think she's going to take care of him and his
Right.
brethren.
Yeah.
If I was him, I would have ran. I would have
ran.
But whatever. All right. Well, that's our second segment, celeb status, and let's get into our topics. Okay. So up top, we were talking the Kardashians. Let's step away from the celebs for a second.
Yeah,
All right.
sorry, I've been going celeb heavy.
Do not be sorry.
I love celebrity
I
gossip.
also made it a celeb have pod. Do not be sorry at all. But let's talk about us for a second.
Yes.
Okay. So alcohol prices, or not prices, alcohol sales have soared in the past year. What do you guys think? Have you guys been drinking during the quarter? I'm going to say personally, me, not so much. I have been on a cleanse.
And it shows. You look amazing.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. For me,
So do
it's
you,
like,
even if you have been.
Well, I took like just a week off, and so that's what
Okay.
you're seeing.
You're
but
glowing.
if you saw me last week, it would have been
yes.
No.
For me, I prefer a social drink. I like to black out at a party with my friend. Alone in quarantine, I'm not wasting my calories on that. I've also been eating a lot, so it's like I can't add.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
If I'm gonna comfort myself, it's gonna be with food.
Yeah.
That's been my choice.
Mine's gone in waves. So like at the
Same.
beginning of the pandemic, I like blacked out for the first like 3 weeks because I was like, it's a snow day.
Snow day.
And like I blacked out on wine every night. And then I was like, ew, I hate waking up hungover and then just like walking into my kitchen. You know what I mean? When you're hungover, you kind of need to be like out with friends, like just to shake it up.
Honestly, sometimes
Brunch.
sometimes you need like you like have to go to work in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
When
you need
you're
that.
in quarantine and then you're stuck with that's the other thing is why I can't drink, because I'm
hangover.
stuck with my thoughts all day.
The anxiety from
Yep.
the hangover. Yep.
The distraction from the hangover is what
Is
helps
what you
drinking.
need.
Yes.
And you're kind of in a goofy mood. And you're
Yes.
like shopping and you're like, what is life?
You're
And
literally so
that's
drunk,
great.
eating a bagel. but when you have the whole day of sitting in your
house?
no.
No.
And bagel post hangover was my favorite, but then I was drinking so much and I was like, this isn't fun. This
We
is
can't
just
do it.
causing me to gain weight.
Yes.
And I
We
don't
can't do
want
it
that.
every day.
No.
Like it's like, oh my
Yes,
God.
because you're also not getting your steps in.
No.
So you're drinking, and I have a McDonald's right fucking there. I will be hungover, eat 3 Big Macs, and then what? I don't step that off.
Yeah, no,
no.
exactly.
There's
It's not
no
like
blood
you're
flow.
No. Yeah.
exactly. So then I stopped drinking for like maybe 2-ish months, and then I was also like in a wedding, so I was like I got a little caught. So I stopped drinking for maybe 2 months, and then went to Arkansas, binge drank again, then stopped drinking for a little bit. Then Christmas came, binge drinking all through
Yes.
Christmas, and then I was really gonna do dry January, and then the
Right.
insurrection happened, and I thought.
That's the day
The insurrection is the reason.
I started. Same. I was so until January 6th.
forgot about
I
the
was
coup.
so good.
I was good, and then the coup.
5 days.
The coup.
Yes.
And then when the coup happened, I swear to God, I haven't stopped drinking since the coup.
Wow.
Yes.
What?
That was what
Men.
it was.
We
That
had a similar wave. But
Yeah.
Yes.
it was the
coup.
insurrection that I was like, great, nothing
Yep.
matters.
I will also use like world events that kind of don't affect me and be like, I need to drink.
absolutely.
Our capital is under a meltdown, and I'm like watching it from the comfort of my home.
It was really just like the absurdity, like,
So
nothing
crazy.
matters, and
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
anything can happen.
I think that was very like, I think after the pre-coup, people were still holding on. They're like, no, I'm going back to my job and I will look forward to after the coup,
Exactly.
it was like, this is all
And that's when I was
facade.
like, exactly. That's when I was like, give me 2 weeks before the world opens up to go on a little cleanse. And then
That's how
I'm
I-
just
yeah.
going to keep drinking until then.
100%. That's how I feel about like eating. I'm like, give me the 2-week notice and then I'll do a little sugar cleanse. But until now, I need my comforts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, in the beginning of the pandemic, they were like, "Oh, something's going to happen to beer." So I remember because they were like something.
I remember.
There was some sort of story. They were like, "Beer
I
might run
remember.
out," and at that point, I think it was April, and I was like, "This is never going to end." So
I
I
remember
went and
that.
I got so much fucking beer and I put
my
it in
gosh.
my room. And at the time, I was living with 3 people, and I was like, I would share anything but this.
Yes.
And every day I would just take one.
You're like the
It's
Clorox, like
love
everyone
that.
else was running for the Clorox wipes
Yeah,
and
no,
you
I
have
had
all the beer.
Yeah,
You had
I had
all the
2
Corona.
cases, like
Oh my
2
gosh.
giant cases in my room because I was like, if this fucking runs out, what am I gonna do?
Wait, I did
I
not
love
remember
that.
the beer run out
This
drama.
is the news that was like directed towards me. Where,
Yeah.
like the internet was like, oh my god, look.
Yeah,
if
my-
it had been wine, my white ass would have been
Yes.
like,
Totally. You would have been on Drizzly, right? I remember the beer thing. I remember the toilet paper thing too. It was like the news we were getting at that time was so fucking whack. 1 week, don't wear masks. The next week, wear a mask. Then a week later, no, do not buy a mask. It will take away from the healthcare worker.
God, yeah.
I'm like, I don't think my bodega mask is taking away from the healthcare worker.
Oh my God, I remember that. Like, don't wear a mask.
And then like the scarves, they were like, don't wear scarves now. Now
like,
there's masks.
You can't wear a bandana.
Yeah. And all the boys who were like so like thought they were so cool with the bandanas like had like a real identity shift after that.
The Brooklyn boys.
Because the bandana is a triangle like this.
Yeah.
It's cloth and there's air coming out under it. And I also said, you look like a bandit. Please take that off. I will not communicate with you if you're wearing a bandana over your mouth. Boom. Got him.
Wait, I love how you picked this segment and you're like, well, I haven't really drinking this year. And then you're like, you two have.
We have. I went to go get my blood pressure.
No, I mean it more me.
No, but
I mean, she bought all of the beer and
I did.
The reports came out after you bought all the beer.
They're like, something's happened. It's like, I don't know. It's like the guy with all the hand sanitizer in his garage. I had all the beer and I was like, no one's fucking touching this shit.
That is hilarious.
I went to go get my blood pressure checked though during like a COVID test in December. And he was like, holy shit, this is really bad. It was, and I was like, and he's like, are you just nervous? And I was, because every fucking week.
You're so hot.
He was really hot though. He really was. Yeah.
Okay, that was your opening. Are you nervous?
Wow.
It's like around you,
But I was like, my roommate has COVID, I think. I'm not sure. And then after that, I was like, wow, like what if I die as like, Biden just got like all these things where I was like, maybe things are going to turn around. So I was like, I don't want to die yet.
You don't want to die.
Yeah.
So then I took that from December to January 6th off.
That's good though.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah. And New
Sometimes
Year's Eve didn't count. I didn't
No. New Year's Eve, I was downing like quarters, but like right into my bloodstream. That does not count.
Yep.
Birthdays, New Year's Eve, and Halloween don't count in my opinion. But I do think a cleanse can really help.
Oh yeah.
Every fucking doctor is like, if you take 2 days off smoking, your health will turn around. So knowing that too is you can turn your health around in like a day.
Exactly.
With 1 day cleanse. I'm like, so why would I do it now?
I know. Why do it now? I can do it in April.
Yes. When you say, okay, in a month we're going to the beach, I'm like, okay, I'll be ready then.
Yeah. Memorial Day weekend. That's what my plan. I'm like,
okay.
Yeah.
And it's far enough away where you're like, okay, anything going on down here I can fix by then.
Exactly.
And even if I don't fix it, I don't care because I'll be blackout.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I had only a few instances of heavy drinking this last year. One was on my birthday, blacked the fuck out. Okay.
As you should.
Halloween, unexpectedly blacked out.
Yeah.
We got
dressed as a chicken wing.
Yeah, I was dressed as a chicken wing, got accidentally lit. And I think it was like the first like party. It wasn't inside, it was outside.
Yeah.
It was behind that bodega in Brooklyn, that bodega.
Yes, the show.
What's it even called?
I don't know, but that bodega
Kevin
guy is
O'Brien
wild.
show, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a bodega in Brooklyn and they have a backyard and I went to a Halloween party there and I just got twisted as hell.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next day and then I had to sit in my home with that hangover, feeling like a fat piece of fucking... And my anxiety is like through the roof when I'm hungover.
Yeah, me too.
It's
it makes
really
it so bad.
Like, suicidal. I don't want to be dramatic, but it's like not suicidal, but more just like, what the fuck is wrong? Worse than suicidal. Like, who are you?
It's like
you'll kill someone.
Yeah, I'll kill him. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's bad.
I get the same way. I get like insanely depressed, and sometimes I add Coke, and then I get even worse. You could, sorry.
Yeah, no.
And then it is like I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like, I like deserve death.
Yeah,
I accidentally hadn't been there last weekend, and it was really bad.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
Yeah,
it's really bad. And then because you're hungover, you eat a lot, and so the next day you are still hungover, and you also are like, oh no, I'm fat.
Yeah, and then you're fat and hungry.
Yeah, and hungry,
and your skin, like my skin breaks out, and that's like another thing where I'm just like, oh,
my skin just looks gray.
Yes.
I'm not even kidding you. Like, I swear, it looks gray.
Like all the nutrients are just gone.
What is it? I get my like capillaries show, and every part of it. It's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, so the article also said that it was like the alcohol sales have soared over the past year, but will the hangover be bad? AKA, do they think the alcohol sales will drop off? My theory, no, not at all.
Once it's
especially
summer,
right
I'm gonna be
now.
wilding out.
Yeah, I think we're heading
out. Yeah,
we're heading to like the new like roaring 20s. Hopefully, like there's no way shit's slowing down.
No, people aren't slowing down. I think
liver
I don't
disease
think so
is apparently also up.
Good.
that would make sense.
My liver's ready. It's on. It's in the wings, ready to go. No, I think it's going to be soaring.
Yeah.
And I really think this year, I don't mean to get sappy, but if it has done one thing, because this year's been the worst and it has done horrible things, but if it has done one thing, it has taught me like kind of to stop caring as much.
Yes.
And I feel like have the drink, like 20s vibes, like drink the drinks, do the things, do the whatever, like
yes,
do whatever you want.
Don't buy
agree.
Plant Lee from Chrissy Teigen and Kris Jenner.
Do not buy Safely products.
Safely.
And also, you're doing this at the end of the pandemic. You could have capitalized on this pandemic a year ago to moms across the country.
Right?
Like people would
like
have
rich moms,
ate that up.
especially.
Yes. They would have eaten that up. Now people don't even wash their hands anymore. I got the vaccine. I'm taking a shit. I'm eating my.
I don't even wash my hands. I just look at it like, nope.
Yeah. I don't want any cleaning products in my house after this. I don't want water only. So
I don't want to see hand sanitizer for years.
No, I can't. I don't even put it on anymore.
the smell of it is like those early. I remember the early like pre-lockdown times when you're like, I can control it if I just do my own part.
Yes.
And you would see other people and put the hand sanitizer on, and you'd be like, if everyone just distances, we won't have to. It's so ineffective.
I saw a guy on the train today, no mask. I didn't even say anything. I was like, hey, I was like, cool. I didn't even notice.
It's the
I was
same
like,
thing. It's
I'm
the
done
same
with
kind of
this.
guy who will sexually harass you. Let's do you.
Yeah.
And you're still gonna be like,
I couldn't believe, like, I didn't even notice until he finally got off, and I was like, oh, that guy didn't even wear a mask, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is weird how you're like, oh, I forgot.
I was like such a prude, and I was like so like judgy about like my guy friends like hooking up with people, and I was like, wow. In the early stages of the pandemic, and then over the summer, I was like,
you're like, no.
I got gonorrhea. Like,
I'll go anywhere.
hell yeah.
I was like, oh, like
You're
I
like-
wasn't even worried.
Yeah,
You're like, can I get tested? And they're like, for COVID? You're like, no.
I did get I was so nervous. I was like, I need COVID and everything else. And then she was like, well, COVID's negative, but but that's like this summer. I'm like scared about what that's gonna.
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
it's
like,
gonna be.
Yeah.
It's gonna
So
be like
people are gonna be in alleys
Midsommar.
banging each other. It's gonna be Midsommar.
Oh my god.
I'm very curious.
Yeah.
And okay, so we got the alcohol. Now rich people are purchasing stuff. I don't know what an NFT is. It seems just like an internet image that you only have. People just like to say they bought it. You ever go to like a rich guy's house and he's like, "That's mine." I mean, they just have stuff upon stuff.
I thought for a second it was like NDA, where it was like, yeah, rich people make you sign that shit all the time.
I know they do.
Yeah.
No, NFT. It's like an image that only exists on online or something. It's like a gift that costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
What?
That's what the new auctioning thing is.
I've got to Google this later.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with rich people things.
I know. And so it used to be like art, and now the art is moving to digital stuff. Kind of Bitcoin-ish, you know? Like, I don't know how long this kind of stuff will last. But my question for you guys is, have you ever bought anything that was like last chance that you paid more for? The only example I can think of is when I want stuff on Amazon and they raise the price. Like I bought like protein pancakes and for like $40 a box because I was like, I really want these. But that's the only thing. That's the only thing I ever bought that was like auctioned-esque.
So I have something really embarrassing.
Okay.
This one's bad. So as I said before, I'm obsessed with the Housewives.
Yes.
And it's kind of ironic and then secretly not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lisa Rinna, who is my favorite housewife, came out with a lip kit this year.
Yeah.
And I was like gonna buy it like as a joke. Clearly I'm wearing it today.
So funny. Everything I do is as a joke, just to let everyone know.
And I was gonna buy so she like dropped the product. I set an alarm on my phone, like got on, like bought like 4 like for one for Christmas for my sister, like one for my friends, like for Christmas, and then one for me. And I like bought it, like I literally set an alarm and like bought it really quick, and then like it didn't sell out.
Oh, that okay. Well,
like it was still like she's doing promotion, like she's giving them away at this point. Like no one else bought it, and I'm like,
oh my gosh,
I'm so fucking embarrassed. I literally set an alarm on my phone to like get this product. I thought for sure it would sell out.
Yeah,
did not sell out, and now I'm like, I'm embarrassed. I wear it to work, and someone was like, I love your lip color. I lied. I said it was Tarte. I couldn't tell her I was seriously buying Lisa Rinna products.
Right.
Like they didn't even sell out. I thought it was gonna be like the Kylie lip kit.
Right.
well, maybe
the
you're
lip
like her
kits.
number one supporter. Like you bought all the lip kits, like for that.
I know. You could get a shout
But
out.
they're like doing deals now. You know when a company is doing bad when they're like,
80%
now we're
off.
40% off. It's like, okay, 80% off. Like you're like, oh shit, nasty gal, what's going on?
It's so true. It's so true. I will say,
bad.
I do think anytime something sells out rapidly, it's PR. I think it's very fake. I do think the Kylie lip kit thing is fake. I'm going to throw that out there.
I think that that's what they do though, and they don't make enough.
That's
so
true.
that then it's exclusive.
Or
Do you
they
know what I
really just
mean?
lie. And I do,
think
yeah.
Or they
it's
lie.
like when I'm booking a show, I'm like, only a couple tickets left for the show. There's 100 tickets.
There's millions
out
of
of
tickets
100
left.
Over the summer, even as things were selling out, I was like, yeah, there's like a few tickets. But I was like, no, there's not.
You always go to those shows too. You're
Yes.
like, okay, I got to get my ticket. And then
Yes.
you show up and it's like, I bought the last ticket.
Yeah.
And then you
Yes.
look around, you're the only person in the front
Please,
row.
that's all I
They're
Tickets
like,
at the
can you sit,
door.
can you sit in the front? Yes, totally.
I was like, do you want to buy one now?
yes. Dude, we're all faking it.
Yeah,
We're all faking it.
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm reviewing my own podcast. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, hell yeah.
I sent mine to family. I'm like, hey
Yeah.
guys, can you just leave a fucking review? This
Leave a
is
review.
yeah.
I have to get to 10. Help me. I don't think I've ever. Okay, so I
Yeah.
like that story.
That was bad. Yeah.
I
And I
don't
bought a ton of stupid shit. Like,
Yeah.
why am I shopping? I'm not going anywhere. But
I've
I
bought a lot of stupid shit,
Dude.
like a lot, but I don't think I've gotten something that was like, oh my god, like this is one of a kind.
This
Maybe
is
I have.
I will say
the
I
beer.
The beer.
Wait, the beer. Yes,
Yeah. Limited edition.
And I did get some craft beer in there too.
Yep.
Because I was like, if
You
beer's gonna
literally-
run
yes.
out, I'm not just gonna drink some shit.
You got limited
this-
edition.
yes, it's
You
beer.
became a
Yep.
distributor.
I did.
You
Wow.
became a distributor. I will say I did just buy a new pair of sneakers, and they're
Okay.
like green Air Force Ones. And after I bought them, it said they were sold out.
That's
So,
cool.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna see some hot girls in New York, and they're gonna be pissed that I'm wearing the same shoes as them, because they're gonna be like, why is she wearing our
Why
Nikes?
is she wearing those?
Yes.
But those
Yeah.
do sell out. Those sell out like this.
They
so that's
do.
Like
I felt
yeah.
like I was randomly in my email, and I was like, I guess I'll see what Nordstrom has now, and that was in there, and I was like,
Wow.
oh,
Hell
I'm not
yeah.
even thinking about this, and then. So I think I'm gonna see some like influencer girls at like a New York Comedy Club show, and they'll be like,
it's gonna be great.
I know. I'm so excited to humble them. I don't think I've ever. Rich people love to spend. I mean, this whole year has like every day I wake up, I'm like, what am I gonna buy today?
I know.
That's
I
it.
did do something stupid where in September I was like just so upset about a boy.
Yeah.
Which like don't be like it's so
Don't-
stupid.
no
Don't-
men.
No, never. Plus
No
like
men.
he doesn't even wear real shoes. This is a whole other story.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
yeah.
Do they
But
look like?
I went
Is it
to
the shoes that look like feet?
kind of, yeah.
Really?
So I'm just embarrassed.
He wears the shoes that look like feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
yeah.
Never be
Yeah.
heartbroken over a guy who wears
those
shoes
are
that-
really embarrassing.
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
bad.
Those are
But
really.
I like
horrifying.
wanted to get away, and then my friend who lives in Boston was like, "Just come to me," and he was like, "You can stay with me," but
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, COVID." And he was like, "Dude, like we don't like. There's people in and out of the house.
Yeah.
Like you'll
Yeah.
be fine. Just come stay." And I like booked a really expensive Airbnb because I was like, "This is like just for me to like splurge on." And then
Yeah.
I slept with my friend, so I stayed at his place the whole time. So it was just like, yeah,
I
Just like,
see.
why did I book that Airbnb?
Exactly. So now it's like, I just don't like, but it was so much money for that
Yes.
week, and it was not,
especially in
it's a-
Boston.
yeah, it was a
It's
lot.
expensive.
It was not
Dude, there's
good.
some Airbnbs out there that I'm like, I would rather stay at the Marriott. Like, what the fuck are these
know.
prices?
But I felt like a rich person. I was like,
Right.
oh my god, okay, why not?
You're like, I'm not even
I'm
stay there.
heartbroken over
Yeah.
a man who wears feet shoes or whatever. Yeah,
What are those even called?
I don't know.
Grippies. I don't know.
So embarrassing for me.
They're horrifying.
It's bad. I remember when those became a thing.
Yeah,
They're horrifying.
He rock climbed.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, horrible.
Hate.
Awful.
Yeah.
Those rock climbers will break you in fucking half.
It's like
You
that,
cannot
he
trust
has like
them.
the beard too,
No.
like the scruffy, like
Oh, no.
It's like he converted to Islam, like kind of beard. It's
No.
like-
Yeah, no. Not that. Yeah, if you ever seen Free Solo?
Of course,
The way
I
he
have.
treated that woman,
Yes.
I never looked at a rock climber the same.
She was like, he loves me. He just doesn't say it. I was like,
No, he doesn't.
doesn't.
He literally hates me.
She was like, do you love me? And he was just like, oh no, I love rock climbing.
Dude, I cannot emphasize how easy men are to navigate when they like you. And if they
Yeah,
don't,
if they don't, you know.
you can just push them to the side.
Yeah.
If I could tell my college and post college self one thing, is push them to the side if
Yep.
they're not giving it.
Yeah.
Because once you get with a guy you're very straightforward.
The one thing you
There's
can
no
tell
good-
yourself. That
yeah.
is such a good,
Yeah.
It's not believe in myself. It's not,
No.
don't start
No.
comedy. Also,
Push
it's
them.
that.
Push. Do
Don't
not
be a
start
doctor.
podcast.
Just-
Don't-
yeah.
Right. It would literally be stop fucking wasting your time. If they
Yeah.
want it, they want it.
Exactly.
And they will pile over each other for you if
I
they
know.
like you. Yeah.
And if you just reject them, they like it. It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
It's so
also, they all
crazy.
come back no matter what.
I
They
know.
will come
Always-
back. Yep.
You think you're like, I have to hang out with him tonight because he's not coming back. They always come.
They
to
come
fuck
back years fucking later.
Years. I'm getting messages from
They
guys
never
I fucked
leave.
in high school. They're like, looks like you're crushing it. Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
That's kind of awesome though. Like that would be like
It is like redemption. I'm like, yeah, you ghosted me and it hurt me a lot. And that's why I am doing what That's like my only motivation is spite.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. Oh my god.
Everything I do, I'm like, I want someone to
I will
do
fucking
this.
make up an argument in my head for spite.
Yeah.
That's how I will succeed.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing real in my head like of an enemy, but
No.
I'll create some enemies.
Oh, I'll create something.
Yeah.
I'm creating stuff with cashiers.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like, oh, you have a problem with me?
Grudges?
Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
and
my
then they're
boss,
like,
yep, everyone.
bosses,
Yep.
easily. Okay, so last topic. We are a little bit later in the pod. How do we feel about the Kardashians ending? I think it's a healthy time to end.
I think they're gonna start other spin-off shows. I don't
Yeah.
think they're ever gonna actually, and they have a deal with Hulu.
I know.
Yeah, so I don't
Oh.
actually think they're ending, but
It is the end of a certain era. though.
exactly.
certain era.
The Keeping Up did change over the years. When it first started, it was very fun and funny.
Yeah.
It was like
loved
just
it.
these rich girls, and
Yeah.
they wore.
Well, Scott back in the day was
Yes.
amazing.
And even Rob was just like the fat
Rob.
loser. And then every
They were
season.
pre-plastic surgery.
Pre-plastic,
too.
yes, it was
So
very
different.
raw,
Yep.
Y2K style.
the little girls,
Yes.
Chloe and I don't even call them Chloe and
Kendall and Kylie,
yes, because they're
they
not
were
even
so small.
Yeah.
They were so little. They were just
small.
little monkeys.
And they just hung out with Bruce all day. Bruce, R.I.P.
yeah.
And then every season got glossier, and now they live in these big white, like Tupperware style homes.
Yeah.
that just look like the Container Store. And they wear all beige.
There was also
Yeah.
Chloe had like a best friend. I don't know if she stayed on. The black girl.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I think they're still friends.
They're twins.
There's twins.
Oh,
there's
I didn't know
two of
that.
There's two girls,
Wow.
Michaela, and I forget her sister, but
Yeah.
only
Okay.
Michaela was on the premiere, so I
Right.
forgot her sister's
Yeah.
name. Yeah, those
those
girls are
girlfriends.
great. Yeah,
Chloe used to be cooler. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Wait, I used to really actually like her. I was
Yeah.
like, she's like the
I
realest
actually
sister.
still like Chloe.
I haven't seen the show in so long.
But OG Chloe was like, whoa.
I'm not
She'd be
saying
like, my
that-
vagina's so big, and like pull her pants up and be like, she's pretty cool.
Here's what I have to say. I know that none of the Kardashians are funny, obviously.
Yeah.
But if we have to pick one, Chloe is kind of funny. Like,
No.
she's down to put on a wig and dress up as her mom.
Yeah.
Clearly, the vagina jokes are
And
hilarious.
make fun of people and be like, Chris, what are you wearing?
She's always down.
Yes.
That's kind
she
of
was
the
honest
reason.
and real.
I agree.
That was like a big thing where she would just like point at someone and just be like, "Well, you're fucking stupid."
I do think
And I
Chloe is
love
the
that,
best.
Yes.
I love Chloe.
Yeah.
Oh, her body's like insane now too. It's like,
Yeah.
I prefer your body more than the
Right.
Other
yeah, she
ones.
has
Yeah.
like, I mean, it's full like plastic surgery.
I
I feel
know.
bad for her because people were also like, there would be jokes
So
about like, I
mean.
fuck all of them, but not Chloe.
Yep, I
And she'd be like the
know.
public. It messes. And then we're all
Yeah.
shocked when she has a new face. That's the rudest thing on Twitter. People are like, who this? I'm like, you made
did
this
this.
happen. You bully someone and say
You
she's
did
the
this to
ugliest
her.
member of her
and
family.
that she wasn't like an actual Kardashian.
Yeah,
like
they
she was
said-
like,
That's actually a real
Yep.
thing.
That
People
is-
really believe that. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, yeah. I don't know, but I will
people
say,
really believe that. Is that you? Are you people?
no, people. I actually don't. But there's like strong things that like Kris
Yeah.
Jenner was sleeping with a hairstylist that like looks exactly like
Yeah.
Chloe.
Yeah, she does look a little different than the
It's
rest
a
of
whole
them.
thing.
Yes,
It's a whole
yeah.
thing. I don't want to get into conspiracy theories.
We don't want to, say anything too much on the pod.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, I will say,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this season.
Yeah.
And I watched a little bit of last season, and then I've slightly kept up with the Kardashians. Other than that, barely.
Well, they
But,
made
like,
it very easy to keep up through Instagram.
I will say, like, last season was such a dud, and like
Yeah.
none of them wanted to film, and like Courtney was like
I
fighting
know.
about filming the whole time.
I feel like Courtney's been like kind of MIA for like the last few
she's
seasons.
like
Agreed.
done with
Yeah.
filming,
Yeah.
and like
Yes.
that's just like. I could tell last season they were done. I think
Yeah.
this season's going to be amazing, and we're going to be like,
'Cause
no,
they know. Yeah.
because they're like,
Yes.
rounding it
Yes.
out. But
Yeah.
I do think it's the end of an era. It's time to be done.
Yeah.
I mean, haven't they been on for 18 seasons?
This is going to be the 20th.
20.
Ooh, yeah.
Like that is
That's
your
that's
whole
too
life.
much,
That is
yeah.
insane.
Dude, that's like as long as Jeopardy's been on.
So is Kim? So is Kim like 45?
I don't know how old she is.
I don't know. I do remember early seasons when she would cry over nothing, and
Yes.
then like Courtney and Chloe would be like Kim.
So
and it was
was
just
so
great.
awesome.
It was
The
so fun.
quotes.
Yep. Yeah.
And no one ever talks about how awesome it is just to watch like sisters hang out.
Yeah.
Well, that's family drama is real drama. Do you know what I mean?
agree,
like
yeah.
you don't need to make it that shit up. Like you can
Yeah,
fight with your
dude,
family
yep.
for real. So it's like
the episode where she threw her purse, or she's like, "You're so fucking rude with the
you're so
purse."
fucking rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Don't be fucking rude.
Is Scott still on the show?
Oh, he's like
Yeah.
the lead. He comes to play.
Isn't he dating someone else? Is that like
He was
with
dating
someone
Sophia Richie. Now he's
who
with
is
Amelia
19.
Hamlin. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah, and they're all so young.
they're like
Okay.
they're like babies. It's scary. It's sad.
19-year-olds.
damn,
Yeah,
Scott.
really
Oh
yeah.
my god.
He's like he gets them like right when they hit
Yeah.
18.
holy shit, that's gross.
Yeah.
I would, if I was Courtney, I'd be like, no, you're not allowed to like
Courtney,
glom
like
up.
I think Courtney tells him not to, and like he tries to keep it up with Courtney and with the girls, and it's always bad. I
It's
don't know.
really bad.
Now I'm like invested. I'm like, I
Yeah.
know catch up in the last 14
But Sophia
seasons.
broke up with him because he went on a trip with Courtney, and she was like, "That's not cool."
Imagine
But it's
being-
also like your children's mom.
Yeah.
By
I know.
themselves though,
Oh, that's
little
not cool.
weird,
That's not cool.
little
That's not
weird,
cool.
little
Yeah.
weird.
That's not cool.
But she's way too old for him. Like I would not, if I was a hot 19-year-old, I'd be like, yeah, but
I
if
know.
if they wanted to be together again, they would.
I know.
Him and-
True.
they've been through the ringer.
Exactly.
They're over each other.
But it's more of like, why do that? Why have
that
the
is
press?
true. Why do that?
Why have the press
I
take
know.
pictures of you all together? Clearly, people are going to be like,
I
they're
know.
alone.
When
Are
you
they
can
back
afford,
together?
when you can afford a private plane island.
Exactly.
Anytime there's a paparazzi photo, just know the celebrity told the paparazzi to go there.
Yeah.
They never go unless you're like at Whole Foods. Like
Yeah.
This year taught me anything. It was that.
it's that all these photos of Ana de Armas with Ben Affleck, stage Camila
Oh my
Cabello, Shawn
God.
Mendes, they
Yep.
call them the fuck up
Yeah.
to stay relevant.
Yeah.
So now anytime I see a paparazzi photo, I'm like, I know what you did, bitch. And it's sometimes the actors.
We know too much.
We know too much.
Yeah.
I know. I miss the days when I was
miss
like,
the
oh my
days.
god.
I was looking up old pictures of like of Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie.
Wait, me
too. On Instagram.
On Instagram, they were
Such
just
a weird
They used to
couple.
just frolic and wear vials of each other's
Wait,
blood, and
there's
now we
like-
have to watch Camila Cabello walk slowly.
I know.
It's like, take me back.
and
Do you
Sean
remember
is gay
was
as
it the
fuck.
MTV Movie Awards
And they
when
had
they were
sex
just
in a
fucking
limo.
making out, and the interviewer was like, "So are you excited?"
So
and she was like, "Sorry," and she was just, "Oh God, I
and
miss
they
that."
said we just had
I
sex in
miss
the
it.
limo, and they had.
I miss it. I miss the wildness of what people would bring to award shows.
Take me back to Courtney
I know.
Love.
I agree.
Yes.
Now it's all very manicured.
I
and
know. We know too much.
We know too
Yeah.
much. It's
Even
all-
us, we can't. You know.
We can't say what we want to say. and reality TV. Reality TV.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Not the same.
But anywho, I think that's our pod. And as I close the book, symbolically, where can we find you guys? Where can we find you, Stewart?
You can find me at Stewart and Chill on Instagram, Twitter at Stewart Full. That's it.
That's it. And Mama?
You can find me at Amamah Sardar on Instagram and on Twitter.
Yeah, and thank you guys for tuning in. If you're watching, thank you so fucking much for being a patron. We love you. If you're listening, join the Patreon. It's motherfucking worth it. If you don't, you're a bitch. Yeah, I got him. Video episodes and solo Maddie podcasts are available. Patreon.com/Maddie Smith. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Bye.